Do you work with your energy or against it? When we work with our energy, we tend to feel more energized. We definitely feel as though we have a better grip on life. We absolutely understand in a far more aligned way where we're going and what we're doing. I know for myself, when I work against my energy and I block it, I get aches and pains in my body. My thoughts just don't seem to wish to work with me. Instead, I bring in doom and gloom thoughts rather than expansive, lighter feelings and thoughts. Because people, we definitely create with our thoughts. We definitely choose our feelings and our emotions. And as we choose that, we get to choose the life we're living. Last week, I was talking about being in harmony. I was talking about allowing songs to lift you up, or do you let them take you down? When we work with our energy, we are working with the song of our life, the story of our life. And when we work against it, guess what? We are blocking where we wish to go. We are blocking what it is we're looking to create. And we are most definitely getting in our own way. When I work with clients, I help them to understand where the blocks are, what the blocks are, and what to do about it. For me, I use meditation, I use running, I use walking, I use my yoga practice. I will be truthful, I did stop my yoga practice for a while after I had hurt my ribs, and then I got back into it, and it helps me to align. What do you use to help yourself align, realign, and come into alignment? Because when we go within and we allow ourselves to see, oh my goodness, look what I'm doing here, look what I'm creating here, or oh wow, look what I'm creating here, we get to understand what we're blocking and what to do about it. When I work with clients, I help them to understand that this is the pattern, this is the cycle. Is it coming from you? Is it coming from people around you? Is it coming from having watched your parents do the same? Is it coming from a familial thought process or a community thought process? Because many times we take on the beliefs and the understandings of our community, our family, and the people around us, rather than exploring what it is we truly believe and what is aligned with ourselves. As we drop the excuses and step into our enthusiasm and alignment, we ditch the assignment that we've taken on from others and we get into alignment with our purpose. And we come into harmony with who we are, where we wish to go to, and the better way of getting there. For myself, I use questions, getting curious. And let me tell you, when I was growing up, I was not curious. It was not encouraged to be curious at school or at any other place. It was definitely discouraged. I wonder if you had that experience as well. And it's one of the primary things that my clients learn is, what is a better question to ask here? What is a better thinking process to work with here? And what is asking to be processed or processed? Where is the processing coming forward so that you can understand that, oh my goodness, this pain in my right shoulder, what's it coming from? Where am I being stiff-necked? Or alternatively, where am I taking on other people's problems and challenges and trying to sort that out, working on sorting that out, rather than looking at what is my challenge? What is life reflecting back to me, and where can I switch it? When we decide to know intuitively and tap into that inner voice, what it does for us is it allows us to understand where we're going at a much better and deeper level. What this leads to is being able to choose very much more consciously what it is we wish to think, what it is we wish to create intentionally. Because when we create intentionally, we know and understand where we are going, what we would like to have, and we release it. We let go the attachment to it and allow for infinite possibilities. This brings us down to being able to be intentionally. Because when we be effortlessly and intentionally, we choose the skills we wish to use. We choose the humor we show up in, and we choose how to step forward in a much, much more aligned way. So those 4 steps work together of know intuitively, go and ask questions, Choose consciously. What are you thinking? What story are you telling yourself? And how is it serving you? And where are you out of harmony with what it is you are really, really looking to create and have and bring into your life? Because that's when you step into, well, what intentions do I set here? What are the actions being asked for? And how do I create intentionally by, I will do this today, and asking what is the best thing to do today, and then taking action on what comes forward. When we step into be effortlessly, it allows us to have a calmness even when things are falling to pieces around us. It allows us, when we lose our cool, to come back into center far faster and in a far more aligned way. When people come at us, we can say to them, you know what, I'm just going to bend and let you fly over my head rather than take on the nonsense. You can wade through the poop or you can skim over it. You can have that jangling out of harmony, or you can be in a calm, beautiful, harmonious alignment, even when you are feeling annoyed or irritated, and come back into it in a much, much more aligned way. When you stay in the present, keeping your eye on your vision of the future and letting go the shackles of the past. It's not necessary to go and rehash it once it's done, once it's sorted. You may get to rehash it at a deeper level to understand the next foundation you're putting in place. And that's a different type of story that I do also help clients with. The bottom line is, where are you using the tools you've been given of knowing intuitively, listening to that inner voice, having that awareness of thoughts that are just simmering below the surface, and bring them to consciousness so that you can choose consciously what you are deciding to create intentionally, so that you can be effortlessly and create positive, expansive ripples in your life and the world around you, rather than staying stuck with your feet glued in that pot of poop. Because people, it does smell rather bad. And when we can move forward from it, we get to step into something that is much sweeter, better, and more aligned. Let me know your thoughts. Come and find me on social media. And I would really appreciate a 5-star review or like, depending on where you're listening to this. And have a grand, glorious, and amazing day. Bye bye.